Hello. Hi. I am a documentary filmmaker. I'm a filmmaker. What I love most about filmmaking is the opportunity to see things from a different lens. Hello, my name's Deborah Draper. I'm a writer, director, filmmaker from Atlanta, Georgia. Hello. I started my career in advertising. I worked for years at Burrell, BBDO, and Ogilvy, telling brand stories, helping develop strategies for what you would see in commercials. And I had a deeper drive and deeper need to see stories that were the stories I wanted to see and that resonated with my culture in a far deeper, more meaningful, more relevant and resonant way. And so I'm like, I want to take these stories into my own hands, and I want to tell our stories in a way that an African-American woman from the South can put her own lens on it and her own aesthetic and her own sensitivity. So that was the drive to start. And I started with a film about black women, Versailles 73, American Runway Revolution.
I am still fascinated by what happened that night at the Palace of Versailles.
It's just not like any fashion show that had ever been before. It was a battle between the American and the French designers.
When the Americans presented, it was as if a new century had arrived.
That was a moment in history that changed the course of fashion.
People stomped at Versailles because these girls were so fabulous.
It was just like a fairy tale.
Which is a documentary about these amazing 12 black women that changed fashion forever at Versailles in 1973. And that included Pat Cleveland, Beth Ann Hardison, Mickey Taylor's in that film. And it was a little known story about how much we contributed to the birth of American ready-to-wear. Coffee Will Make You Black is a book by April Sinclair. She wrote this book like 25 years ago. And I read the book and fell in love with the character Stevie. And I believe that we need a coming-of-age story for African-American girls, the smart ones who are in high school. It's their freshman year. They're slightly awkward. They're ready to take on the world, but they're still trying to figure out who they are, who they're going to identify with, who their best friends are as she navigates sexism, racism, gender issues, best friends, first kiss, first sexual experience, and colorism, both in and out of her own home. So that's what the story's about. And I wanted to take that story, which I adapted the book into a screenplay. And then now I get to direct a screenplay that I adapted. So it's the most amazing honor and something I feel so passionate about. And we've seen Stand By Me, we've seen Lady Bird, we've seen Moonlight. Now we get to see a coming of age story with little black girls and really dealing with what every girl deals with, but from our perspective. It's interesting because colorism just isn't endemic to the African American culture. Cultures around the world actually deal with colorism and the association of Eurocentric features as being more beautiful or being more smart or being more superior. So this is a situation many cultures deal with, but in American culture, obviously it stems directly from slavery.
All the kids talking behind my back. Is it true?
No.
Are you black?
No, I'm as white as you.
You're lying.
I'm not.
I'd like to hold you in my arms once more, like you were still my baby.
All right.
Oh, Sarah Jane. Oh, my baby.
Oh, Mama.
Oh.
And the literal color of skin, the straightness of nose, the paper bag test, there are all sorts of physical aspects to colorism, and that's what people actually understand, and that's what we can physically show, and it becomes almost comical when you put that into the hands of children because they don't understand the origin and they don't always understand the intent of what an insult may actually mean. We haven't started production yet, not yet. We will in 2020 this year, so we're excited about that. It's insane. It's, my first feature, so I couldn't be more excited. And what wonderful, amazing support to have in Octavia Spencer and Gabrielle Union. It's truly Black girl magic.
Thank you so
Thank you. Oh my gosh, amazing.